Epic fail. Hold on. This is what I wanted to show. Dip a Toe Show does not offer financial advice. You must conduct your own research and consult financial. Cryptocurrencies involve high risk. Opinions expressed by co-hosts and guests do not reflect an endorsement. Dip a toe.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh my goodness!
Welcome
Everybody,
to Dip a Toe.
the Dip a Toe. Let's talk crypto and Mo show.
How you doing, Simon?
Honestly, dude, I feel like I've been like straight cold clocked three, 4 times for the day. But I'm here. I'm on the Dip a Toe show. I'm feeling good. Life is amazing. It really, really is. You just got to figure out how to take a breath and stop and smell them roses or whatever happened to flower you like to smell.
Exactly. I have to say, welcome to Dip a Toe, everyone. We got 22 of you in here. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's get some more people in here. Watching our new promo that has all the different shows in it. I'm kind of digging the little scruffy beard and mustache on you. I forgot you had that couple times that you had facial hair.
Real talk.
I'm kind of digging the facial hair.
I'm real talk. There was a moment today where I was planning out, okay, I'm going to be home at this time. If I'm not, we're only going to do the underneath and we'll just leave the scruff and stuff on there. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. But if I get home early, maybe I could do the nice chin strap that I do real thin, I call it my date night shave because it literally only lasts one night. But things are going to be happening and I'm just going to leave it at that. When I do that, it's on.
I want to welcome. We got who we got in here. We got Becky Forbes. We have Stone. What's up, Stone? We got Trisso's have a go. Becky? Hello, my friend. Joanna's in the house.
Hey.
MM is in here. XRP Renegade, Susan Roblin. Oh, our friend Stephanie's in here. You guys, thank you for coming. We appreciate you. Tonight's going to be an exciting show, guys, because we have IMUTV. Niall and Rob are joining us this evening. And, I am a proud protector of the frequency. Super excited about being a protector of the frequency. I've always loved music. And when I got to know them a little bit and they were telling me more about what they were doing, they were like, it's like what MTV used to be. And I said, oh yeah, I remember MTV. That's when I was growing up. And so I want to know if you guys remember this. Those of you that are older, let's check out a couple of early. You guys are babies. Like that, you guys are all babies.
Trendsetters. If you were a trendsetter, you know exactly what. I'll get out of here.
I'm going to tell you right now, this was one of the most exciting times of my life when this came out.
Coming soon on cable, your stereo and TV unite to bring you video music in stereo 24 hours. You better run! You better hide! MTV Music Television in stereo. You'll never look at music the same way again.
Coming soon to Super Cable, and then who can forget this one?
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I was so excited when that came out. Dude, I was so excited. It was the best thing ever.
I had to sneak over to the friend's house to go watch MTV. Like, we didn't have cable. We had it for a little bit when cable first came out. Everybody got here, try it, check it out, see if you like it. We're going to charge you later, right? As soon as they started charging, my mom cut it off. But anyways, my neighbor, of course, most of my friends had cable at some point, right? Anyway, so I would go over, spend the night at my friend's house so I could watch MTV, the whole time, man. Oh yeah. It was eye opening, but man,
It was good times, man.
Yeah,
It was good times. It was so original when it came out, and then it kind of just turned into something we didn't recognize. Those of us, it was like, thumbs down for sure.
Yeah.
All the weird, real life, all that kind of stuff. But today with blockchain and decentralization, we have IMUTV.
Yes.
And this is the future, people. Check this out. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm feeling it. I really like it my background a little bit being a DJ. That was like one of the biggest things what we would see. I was exposed to a lot of local artists that we would just go, why don't you have a record deal? And then they would tell us. And I mean, that's a whole nother story for another day, but I am so grateful that these two cats right here are doing this. It's already out there, and it's really more for the movement that has been going on for at least the 20 years that I've been in and out of the music industry, just as a local DJ, playing at nightclubs and all that, like seeing what artists go through. Yeah. And how hard it is to get in. And then once they got something, it gets ripped away. And these two cats right here, real talk, are bringing back the game changing, I would say, power shift back to the artist. They're bringing the power back to the artist as it should have never left. Again, I'm not going to talk about that because I'm sure these two cats could talk about that too. But I'm so grateful for them for doing this. This is fire.
It is fire. I'm super excited. So I'm going to give a little bit of my standard intro. I want to say,
give them an intro, girl. Give them that intro.
I do want to say hello to Mr. Marvin Davis and Optimistic Prime's in the house. Crawfish is in the house. Sing for Jesus is here, you guys. Fitzy's here. Let's go. So you guys, IMUTV is revolutionizing indie music by empowering artists worldwide with exclusive music videos, live performances, and insightful interviews. You're going to discover how they're blending music with cutting-edge technology, building their token and NFTs on the XRP ledger, by the way, and expanding their reach on platforms like Hulu, Fire TV, and soon Apple TV. In addition to their focus on music, IMUTV hosts shows like the Dip-a-Toe Show, where we deep dive into the digital asset space. And I will note that Dip-a-Toe Show is the first content creator streaming on IMUTV. So, and also tonight we are going to have a surprise vocal performance. Mojo is here, and we're even going to get a little ditty from Mr. Rob Nichols midway through the show, so be sure you stick around for that. The other thing is what makes their project unique, and as I said, they're building on the XRP ledger. IMUTV has mascots. Their mascots are the protectors of the frequency, and they're part of the IMU Collectables NFTs that they sell, that really enriches the IMUTV ecosystem with a unique blend of art and technology. And so whether you guys are music enthusiasts or curious about the future of indie music and digital assets, this conversation tonight is going to be one that you are not going to want to miss. We promise to offer a blend of creativity, innovation, and community spirit like you've never seen before. And so I am proud to have Rob and Niall, and let's get these guys in here. Why don't you? Let's see here. There's Mr. Rob Nichols and Niall.
Welcome to the show, fellas. Make sure you unmute.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Oh, man, this is, again, I'm looking at all of the people in the comments already. I'm looking at the whole family. It's crazy. My phone won't let me log in. I was too afraid to try to do it on my computer. I might have got kicked out of this. So I was like,
Right. Really like
it was just leave it
this is
alone.
out of my technology
I'll
wheelhouse.
just say hello when I get on the screen. Right. So but hello everybody. Thank you. It's so good to be back here on Different Toe again. My brother Batman is in the building now. Control is in the building. That's my guy. Look at him, y'all. Don't he look good?
He
Look
looks
at him.
50.
Oh man.
Hey, Mike, check on that one. Can you guys hear me this time? Because I know we're just panicking the last minute. Is it working?
Yes, absolutely. It sounds
Perfect.
great.
Hey, what I will say is congratulations, guys. It is an honor to be back on with you guys. And thank you for being the first crypto content providers on IMUTV. Let's go. It's all about changing the mainstream narrative around XRP and promoting the goodness that's coming out of the XRPL right now. So, yeah, you guys are a shining light, a prime example of what people should look at when hosting shows, interviewing people. So, yeah, congratulations, guys. It is an honor to be hosting you on IMUTV.
Well, thank you so very much. We appreciate that very much. In fact, you will probably never know how much we really appreciate it.
It's so cool.
You guys literally allowed us to be a part of history. Like, it's there, it's out there, it's digital. Boom. We could even be a one-hit wonder. I'm like, I don't care. I was on IMUTV back in my day. I was on IMUTV, and but really, all the for the Dip Toe show, I do gotta give this shout out for the Dip Toe show. It really wouldn't happen if we didn't have Melissa. Melissa is the core, is the backbone of this Dip Toe show, and we also would not have a Dip Toe show if it wasn't for all you folks out there, all the Dip Toers watching this. Like real talk. I thank Melissa, and I thank the Dip Toers, and of course IMU. Thank you for just helping us grow and being a whole new exciting platform. Like, I'm hyped right now, man. I feel like it's my first DJing gig back in the day.
It is so exciting because, for folks that love music, I've loved music my entire life. I try to sing a little bit here and there. I'm never going to be a professional at it, but I do love it. I love to listen to creative people, and the folks that you have on IMUTV so far are just fantastic. In fact, I was telling Niall the other day, I got the Blue Cheese song stuck in my head. Like, it will not leave my head. It drives me nuts. It's like one of those things, you get those songs and it's like looping. And then I laugh because if I'm singing at work, no one knows what the hell I'm singing. They're like, why are you singing about cheese, girl? I'm like, well, you got to listen to the song. You know what I'm saying? So, and the fact that you guys are you're building your project on the XRP ledger, and you are using the new technology through the protectors being the mascots and sort of bringing that community in. It's just fantastic what you guys are building, and it is definitely a great honor to be on the ground floor. I noticed, so tonight, for those of you, I kind of said a little bit earlier, we're going to have Mojo is going to come in and sing for us in a few minutes. And then you guys have a partner too, right? Or someone that's going to be joining us in a little bit whenever you're ready. But I would like you guys to talk about yourselves here for a quick second. Why don't we start with Niall? Just kind of talk about your experience and what provoked you to start this venture with Rob and the IMUTV.
Yeah, so for those who aren't aware to what NF Tempo was before, I actually joined the NF Tempo team in the very early days as their CMO, their marketing guy. And yeah, we built a fantastic platform. That's where me and Rob first connected, was actually through the NF Tempo platform. Rob come on as an artist. And yeah, we've definitely done some amazing things together from meetings. So unfortunately, Charlie, the previous owner of NF Tempo, stepped away last year. And I've taken over completely. At that point, we went for a rebrand, and me and Rob connected. He had IMUTV, I had the Music NFT Marketplace rebranding. What a collaboration. There's no other marketplace out there with a direct TV connection. And some of the things, especially that we can't really let it on today, but some of the things that we've been discussing on the back end today, towards the end of this year, you're going to see how a TV network and an NFT marketplace can really collaborate and really bring the heat together. It's some truly exciting things to come to light with that side of things. But yeah, if you take a music NFT marketplace, which was my life and blood, that's been my life and blood for the last 2 years now. You need fans still, regardless of anything. You still need a fan base to sell to, as innovative and as credible as this technology is. And that's where the TV marketplace comes in. So yeah, when me and Rob actually joined forces with IMUTV and IM Collectables, it's just been a match made in heaven, and it has been absolutely soaring since. So yeah, it was divine timing to happen. In all honesty, what happened with NF Tempo and Charlie stepping away, me taking over, couldn't have happened at a better time, because it led to this partnership, this collaboration. It's led to the musical Trident coming back, which we'll be revealing later on today as well. So yeah, it's truly exciting times, and now we're taking over the entertainment industry. Go on, Rob, get them.
I mean,
You're muted.
It's been like you said, we met. I'm an artist, right? So I'm Rob Nichols. If those that don't know me, pretty much everybody in the house knows who I am at this point. But I came in, this was really weird. I was just Rob, just making music for the sake of making music. I didn't, with the way the industry is, I was like, there's absolutely no chance for me ever coming out and being a popular, quote unquote, mainstream artist at this point, quote unquote mainstream. My age is just simply because they all say that rap music is a young man's sport. Well, of course, I beg to differ. And I'm going to show you why I beg to differ later on. But at any rate, so I was like, my nephew was just like, why don't you just come over here and check it out and see what's going on? I have no idea. I knew nothing about NF2s. I knew a lot about crypto. I knew a lot about blockchain. Knew nothing about NFTs. Knew nothing about Web3. Knew none of that stuff. So I got in here and I saw some traction with NFTs. I was like, hey. But this still feels good. People still like me. Even if it's only 30 or 40 of them, they still like me. What I mean? Every time I'm in a space, every time I'm doing something, they all showing up and supporting. Hell, that felt better than, what was going on out there on the other side, where it might be a bunch of people that like you and maybe give you a lot of streams, but you really don't get any feedback from that, right? You just know that anybody could put that stream on play all day, and hey, they may not even be listening to you. But here, to buy an NFT off the blockchain is intimate. You can see who bought it, right? So I was like, that's crazy. So when now introduced me to NF Tempo and doing things on the XRPL, I had already been encouraged to come over to the XRP. And it was just like really crazy, because as soon as I got to the XRP, I was like, I don't know anybody over here. I don't know about how I'm gonna find my way around here. I knew everybody in the V chain and in Crow and all of that kind of stuff, and even Algorand. I had friends over there. Nobody in XRP, I knew nothing. And who comes along? But my man now, and grabbed me by the hand. It's like, bro, I got you. Come on, let's rock. And here we are. You heard he told you the remainder of it. So that's just what it's been, because he saw what he saw in a space one day. I guess I performed in a space or something, and he reached out, and we've been inseparable ever since. I promise you, blood cannot make us closer. That's for sure.
Well, it really reflects in your guys' work, and what I've been watching you for, gosh, I don't know, not quite a year, but several months, and we became fast friends, and I've just been so impressed. The fact that you chose to build on the XRP ledger was of particular interest to me initially. And then of course the protectors, which we're gonna touch on that a bit later, but they're so awesome and so much fun. But can you speak a little bit to the community, the XRP community, because I kind of find that it's just a different group of folks, like real family oriented people. Everyone seems to be lifting each other up. You got Stone with his coffee and crypto morning shows, and Optimistic Prime, and all these people that come. We've got 100 people in here for you guys tonight. Thank you guys for coming. So I wondered, did you notice a difference from the blockchains that you were hanging out with before, and then coming over to the XRP ledger? Did you notice any difference in that, in the community?
So I'll touch on that one first, because a lot of my time, especially when I started out with NF Tempo, it wasn't. I've been building in the XRP community for years now, like with other projects and supporting other projects and whatnot. And I was just an XRP member, so I was comfortable with the community. I knew where the community was at, but I spent a lot of the first sort of 18 months with NF Tempo just in different blockchain communities, just marketing to other artists, trying to bring them over to the XRPL. Massive difference. And it really has been highlighted with the recent meme push, but that sentiment's been there for years. That hasn't just come around because of this meme season. Like, that community sentiment, the collaborative efforts, everyone just pushing and wanting everyone to win together, that has been there for years. And I do genuinely believe that on the XRPL. I could rattle off so many projects, do you know what I mean, that have helped us along the journey before the meme season come along. And Treasury, Helvet X Labs, like there's the list got Schmeckles, the list goes on and on. Got to be with Arc Institutes and whatnot. Like, everyone is just so it's just genuinely good-hearted people out here that are wanting to succeed. And not to say that's not apparent on other chains, but I feel just personally from my experience on other chains, it's too much of a money grab. It really is. It's too much around the financial situation,
Gotcha.
which is it's understandable. We're here to make money, but at the end of the day, this, especially what we're doing now, is bigger than that. It is so much bigger than that. And this network's your net worth. The connections you make in this space is vital. So yeah, sorry, Melissa, go on what you're saying.
No, I was just gonna say that the money comes later. The money will come later, right? The network is the most important thing, and building, all boats rise together if you work together. And it sure seems like you're creating yourself quite a network of people. What did you think, Rob, compared to the different, as far as the feel of this XRP community?
I came in when I was first exposed through the Crow community, the Chronos, crypto.com. And they had a really great NFT community back when that was like Join the Bull, everybody's going crazy, the Meerkats and, everything, which is so bang and so huge, right? And so a lot of the projects there were pretty, everybody was doing their thing, but they was all Crow, let's go, come on, let's grow. And I thought that was a pretty good community. I thought that was, they had a lot of things going on, considering that crypto.com was, such a large, large DEX. But they didn't have anything, they weren't trying to create anything for music makers. So, they had their DeFi wallet, but nobody was building anything specifically for music makers. And so the people on Crow, the music makers on Crow, still had to go to OpenSea to mint music. I mean, come on, that didn't make sense to me, right? It just wasn't logical. So then I joined the VeChain community, which I found was really tight knit. They're a really tight knit community there, but the volume is just so small. It's just such a small community. It's just unfortunate. It's a really great blockchain and really has a lot of great utility and all of that good stuff, but it's just too small. So you know what I mean? All of these projects trying to help each other, push each other, but it's just too small. And that's why I had my initial success with music NFTs, and that came as me. Like I said, I was a DJ first, and I came in and just really got head over heels for the Mad V Apes community, and they received me open arms, and then found out I made music, and then I made a song for them, so the community got behind it. So that taught me community off the jump. But again, it's small. So if a friend there in that community was like, Rob, you might really want to check out the XRP community. So I had, and I knew about XRP, had already, knew what's going on, whatever. I hadn't had any experience with the actual community at that time. And I must say, if the XRP community is for me now has been like the VeChain community on steroids. When you talk about the camaraderie, the help, the companionship, because everybody over there owned each other's, NFT. Right. So if I'm a Mad V8, I own a Minnow Mob. A Minnow Mob, I own, one of the other ones, Yukio A Warrior, blah, blah, blah. That goes on and on. Right. So I saw that there. When I got over here, it was just like, damn. Right. When it was like, hey, we like you, buddy. Come here. Like, damn. Okay. Yeah. Come here.
I'm in.
Take this XRP. Give me that song. I was like, wow, I'm in. This is great, so I am extremely I'm pleasantly pleased that somebody like now was already building something for music makers here, which made the transition that much easier and that much easier to get into the community and be a part of the community, because of his reach already in our friendship. He was able to, be in with some nice people who needed musical interludes for different parts of their shows, and he was like, yo, Rob, I need you here. I need you here on this date and this time. I was like, all right, I'm there. So it's been great. And I appreciate the community extremely for adopting Rob Nichols. I appreciate y'all.
That's fantastic. I thought Simon was going to say something. I wondered, so you guys met through XRP, and then you just kind of took and ran with the IMUTV idea. And it seems like it's escalated pretty quickly. Like in terms of, I know you guys have been grinding for a long time. It doesn't seem like it's overnight to you, the amount of hours and hours that you put in. But from an end user seeing it, I've just been fascinated to watch how much you've grown in a short amount of time since I've been giving you my attention. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very cool. I appreciate
that.
Oh, sorry.
So, sorry, I was just going to say one thing to that. I appreciate those words, but one of the things we're going to touch on later, we've been delayed about 2 weeks or so just due to some of the compliance we've had to go through getting onto Apple TV and whatnot. But the updates that are coming in March, if you're thinking there's a decent little updates coming now, there's going to be complete overhauls to the website, to the TV channels, all the infrastructure updates. Everything's becoming in-house, internal. So it's about to get turned up a hell of a lot more right now.
That's awesome. You guys, we got Uncle Buster and Pay Me an XLM is in the house. Susan Roblin. Who else we've got? I saw somebody else pop in that I didn't see. Cosmic Mama Shay came here to show you some love. I know all these guys love you guys. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about what some exciting stuff. Were you going to make an announcement this evening on the Dipito show?
I missed the mute button. Yes, we will be. We're going to be announcing a new addition to the team, our new Chief Operations Officer, our new COO. So yeah, that's the big update to come tonight, and then rattling off some of the updates that's going to be coming in March as well. So yeah, excited to give you guys all the updates. We've got Uncle Rob next to me. He's going to actually be performing live for us tonight. I can't wait for that because Rob's starting to really come out of the show with the harder style stuff that he does. So yeah, that's going to be a treat for you all.
Well, all right. So we've got we do have Mojo in the house waiting backstage. Do you want to bring him? You want to bring him up now to do his song?
If possible, because I know he needs to get away. That man's going to be playing everywhere tonight. So even after this show, guys, give Mojo a follow and follow him around the spaces because you'll catch him performing everywhere.
Well, let's get Mojo in here. So this is a treat for you guys. Hey, Mojo.
What up, peeps?
How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming to the Dipito show.
Yeah, if I was any better, you'd have to scrape me off the ceiling. That's what I'd say.
What do you got for us this evening?
Well, so this is the first song that I wrote, and it's also the first song that went up on the IMUTV channel, and it was also the first song for 1,000 streams on the IMUTV channel, as I understand, and held the #1 spot for some amount of time, which I'm not quite aware of. But I got to tell you, for a guy that's never been #1 at anything for any reason, I got to tell you, it feels pretty good to be #1 at something. It's something
Right
cool.
on. Congratulations.
That's fantastic.
That's a feeling that
Congratulations,
they will
Mojo.
never go away. You'll always have that. That's awesome.
Right on. Yeah, and I got to start with gratitude because I didn't know who Niall was, and Rob, or IMUTV, never heard of any of that. But I'm never afraid of jumping into the pool and then figure out, is there any water? So Niall hears me on a space on X, and he reaches out to me and says, I'm doing this thing. And it was all foreign language to me. And I said, does it cost anything? He says, no, it's free. I says, I'm in. Let's go.
Where are you from, Mojo?
Well, I'm from my mama. I started grew up in Montana, and I am now in Southern California.
Nice. All right. Well, you're going to play us a little ditty that you wrote?
Yeah, this is my own song. It's called The Prayers. It's 2 prayers that mean a lot to me and have for my whole life. The first one, many of you would be familiar with, especially those in recovery or in an anonymous group. It's called the Serenity Prayer. Very famous prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom, to know the difference. That's right.
I love it.
Prayer. And the second one, a little more obscure, I learned just the last couple of years. It's called the Ho'oponopono prayer, or the Ho'oponopono practice, which comes from Hawaii. It's an ancient Hawaiian practice based on 4 phrases that most of us were taught as kids, just not as a practice. And those are, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And the more I started to study those and how those were transforming relationships in Hawaii and then around the world, I adopted that. And then when COVID happened, as an extrovert, I was a caged animal, and I just had no place to put all that energy. So I went to the campus where I work. I work at a university campus, and I had the whole campus to myself. And so I was pacing around, playing every instrument I could find, because there's a band room, so all the percussion instruments, 2 grand pianos, my guitar, etc. And this song started coming to me. It's an amalgamation of those 2 prayers, and I'm quite proud of it. But what I would say, I don't feel like the song comes from me, but rather it came through me. So I'm here to share with you.
I love it.
This is the prayers. We didn't do levels, so if you guys can tell me if the guitar level is decent.
I think it sounds just fine.
Okay. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you, I love you. That's my trumpet part. God grants me serenity to change the things I can. God grants me serenity to surrender the things I can. God grants me serenity to change the things I can. God grants me serenity to surrender the things I can. And the wisdom to know the difference. Give me your wisdom to know the difference. I need your wisdom to know the difference. Give me your wisdom to know the difference. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me. thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. God grants me serenity to change the things I can. God grants me serenity to surrender the things I can't. God grants me serenity to change the things I can. God grants me serenity to surrender the things I can't. And the wisdom to know the difference. I need your wisdom to know the difference. Give me your wisdom to know the difference. I need your wisdom to know the difference. Ba-do, ba-da-do, ba-da-da-da-ow. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-do, ba-da-da-da-da-da-ow. God grants me serenity to change the things I can. God grants me serenity to surrender the things I can. God grants me serenity to change the things I can. God grants me serenity to surrender the things I can't. And the wisdom to know the difference. I need your wisdom to know the difference. Give me your wisdom to know the difference. And I need your wisdom to know the difference. 2, 3, ba-do, ba-da-do, ba-da-da-da-ow. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-do, da-da-do, da-da-da-da-ow. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-do, ba-da-do, da-da-da-da-ow. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-do, da-da-da-da-da-da-ow.
That is fantastic. I was jamming back here.
Woo! That's a winner.
That is a winner. Wow. And that's up on IMUTV right now.
That's right. Yeah, Rob
I
can give you the stats. I don't know how to get to the stats, but apparently it's rocking, it's rolling, it's moving. Around the world. How many countries are we in now, Rob? How many countries around the world are we?
We are in 21 countries right now. So
21 countries around the world.
21 countries.
Woo! Yeah. So
Amen.
all I can say is I don't know how I got here, but I do not want to go back. So thank you all.
Never go back, my friend. You're doing fantastic. I love the vibe.
Right on.
We absolutely love Mojo. I mean, it's just a testament of now the way that we're able to distribute and release music. It's allowing us to be able to find our market, and we don't have to worry about the whole world being a fan. We just need those fans that want to be. And this is common. This is classic proof. You know what I mean? Mojo has the record for right now. He has the record for the most streamed videos from an artist, including myself, on IMUTV, and I'm so proud to be here with him for this.
Yeah,
love it.
And quite honestly, had you guys not done what you've done, I don't have the connections, I don't have the means, I don't have the money, I don't have all the stuff that was required my entire life to be heard or seen outside of my church, right?
Right.
And now I'm being seen and heard in 21 countries around the world, and I didn't spend a dime. So I'm saying, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah. I love it. Fantastic. You got another one for us.
Yes, absolutely, sure. So I'm going to switch to piano. Hold, please. I'm sitting at the baby grand piano. I don't think you can see it in the picture. I know if I don't turn off the guitar, you're going to get a lot of feedback. All right, so here we go. Not my song. Well, actually, I probably should do my song since we're doing that anyway. So let me pull up the lyrics here. This is called The Hard Truth, second song on IMUTV. Also, really interesting story behind it. I won't give all the details, but I was heard singing on a space, and a lady I've never met before came on after I sang and said, I like your vibe, I like your style, I like your voice. I've got lyrics, but I don't have a way to turn it into a song. Would you give it a try? And I said, yeah, I'll give it a try. Sure, why not? She sent me the lyrics in the back, and I had written a piano composition 2 weeks prior to meeting this lady, and I had no intention to put lyrics to it. And then I'm looking at the lyrics, I'm listening to my heart, and I hear this little voice in me that says, play that piano composition you did 2 weeks ago. See how that fits with the lyrics you were just given. And here's the results, which to me is quite miraculous.
Love it.
Okay, here we go. quivering heart wants to tell you so much. I found my way the hard way. No one said it would be easy, but damn what they say. I will never forget how hard this is. The love of something that you can't see, because that something's got a hold on me. Look around and tell me, what do you see? Do you see something that you want to leave? Because the past, present, and future reads the truth. You can't say it's a hard life when you're stuck in your old life. He keeps reaching out to you. You just got to move and make it through. Because he's got you in his arms to walk you through. He's walking with you. You say you can't hide from the truth, but you don't have to hide from the truth. If you want to hide, you want to be free. The truth will set you free. He keeps reaching out to you. You just got to move to make it through. Because he's got you in his arms to walk you through. He's walking with you. Can't say it's a hard life when you're stuck in your old life. He keeps reaching out to you. You just got to move to make it through. Because he's got you in his arms to walk you through. He's walking with you. He's walking you through.
That was absolutely beautiful. Love it. Everyone in the chat loved it. You guys, this is fantastic. Absolutely beautiful, Mojo.
Thank you.
That was fire.
Woo!
No, that
Yeah.
was fire, man. That dude, the lyrics, how you brought it, and the piano, man, like that was good. That was honestly, that was like real music, like stuff that we would get like from I would say the 80s. Man, I'm really botching some artists here, but I mean, I'm not saying Kenny G is all about Kenny G, but just the you could feel the soul come out, and what you did on the piano and those lyrics right there, my God, man, that was real music. I would let that play on my ride, and I don't.
100%.
I wouldn't. I don't
I
play
got
a lot of things in my
goosebumps.
ride, dude. Yeah, so that was fire. That was real music, man. I'm surprised that song is not number 1 on IMUTV. I really am, man, because that was some fire.
And to be fair, he's like, both of his songs are in always. Well, of course, Prayers is number 1, but that's in the top 3. So
man, that's just man that
it's always in the top 3 or 5. So he's killing. If our leaderboard was like, you know, being pumped out there, they'd be like, "Who is this Mojo guy? He's killing the game." Yeah,
yeah, I love it, man. Yeah, that was some good stuff, man. That I had a few moments where I had to fight off the feelers for a second. I'm like, whoa, let's try it now, man.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Simon, I'm so glad you said that, because as an artist, and Rob will confirm this too.
Yeah.
As an artist, there's nothing more that I can do, that I want to do, than to touch your feelers, right? Because all the window dressing is you'll forget all that. But if I break through to the feelers, now we got something, because now we got a human.
Yeah, no,
we got a human connection there.
Just right? that piano riff and that like mellow, but hits you, you know, and then you bring in that real, like, it's hard truth, but the truth, you know, it's the truth, the real core truth. It's very powerful, it's very uplifting, but it's not wind moon. It's, hey, we're going step by step. I got you, and like that's what I got from that, man. That was fire.
Sing
Niall,
for Jesus. Sing for
Niall,
Jesus.
keep doing your job. You're doing a really good job.
You folks on the panel are way cooler than the people on American Idol. Tip a toe show.
What a find, Niall. What a find, brother.
Awesome.
What a find,
Hello,
man.
dear
I'm so
ambassador.
glad. That was fire, dude. Was really
You know, the one word that came to mind on this particular song, and then I'll pass it back to you guys, is lament. Lament is a word that's not very popular anymore. Lament is like an old school word. And of course I am old school, obviously, with the beard. But lament is one of the words that sometimes gets glossed over in our happy, joy. You know, you always have to put the smile on. But sometimes the walk it's hard. It's a slog. It's not for the faint of heart. And so I like that this song has a bit of a lament to it. And again, I just want to say, I wrote the chords before I ever got the lyrics. So that's where I'm going. There's something bigger going on here.
Intervention.
That's divine, bro.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, Niall says you're going to come back and sing for us again at the end of the show.
Yeah, I'll come back in an hour, and I'll have some stuff ready for you to go.
Fantastic.
Right.
Well,
Awesome.
we love you, and we
Thank
will
you.
see you shortly.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Have a good rest of the day till we see you again.
IMUTV rocks, Protect Us rock, and I'm so glad to be a part of it.
Wow. That was fantastic.
That was great.
Just fantastic.
So I gotta ask Niall real quick, because like Niall's the one that's reaching out, right? He's the guy that's going to the digital dive bars and dive nightclubs to go find these gems, right? So Niall, I wanna hear your experience of like when you heard him on Spaces, right? Because that's how you initially came across him. Like, do you remember the song that he was singing, or what just hit you? Because man, I just got hit. I've DJ'd for a very long time, and I mean, it's been a while since I've been hit like that, man, from an artist. So what was your experience?
You know what? I don't remember the specific song, but I do remember a specific thing about it. But before I even say that, the thing that really struck me with Mojo is just hearing his energy and passion. It just oozes out of him everywhere, and that's not just on this show. Like every space you go into, he is just so loving and passionate about what he's doing, and creating, hitting those feelers, and he hits those feelers. But I do remember, and a lot of people who's caught him on X would have heard this, but the first time I did hear him, he was playing the saxophone, and when he does that on Spaces, he gets into a hallway, and the acoustics, oh my god, there's something else. And when he starts singing with it as well, and the acoustics in the back, it really does it. That struck me big time. I love the saxophone as well. That's one of my favorite instruments personally. So hearing him play that's what really struck it with me. But again, his energy, he's been top, like Rob said, I just had a look at the analytics. The one that he just played, that's actually been number one for the last month.
Oh, all
and
right, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But even the first one, that was number one since it come on until this one, and that's taken over.
Until
like
this one popped
his
up.
effort and his grind of it, even his effort and grind of him sharing, like him being on the platform, and it's just such an inspiration. Do you know what I mean? Because he really is grinding, and the analytics prove it for him. He deserves it. He deserves every bit of love and attention he's getting right now.
This is what makes me so excited about IMUTV. We have 162 people watching Dipato Show right now. We're live. Thank you guys so much. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel at Dipato on YouTube and Rumble, and at Dipato Show on X. Share this out so we can get even more people in here, because we're going to have more music to follow here. But the thing that's really exciting about this, and circling back to what Mojo was saying, nobody knew him outside of his church. And this is where I feel like IMUTV, you guys are giving us folks that love music, that wouldn't have the opportunity to be heard elsewhere, the opportunity to shine like a diamond, from all of the people and from different countries. You have different countries on your platform. If any of you watching, you're not familiar, you can go to imutv.tv, which is behind Rob there. That's their website. You can also download their app on Roku, or what is it? Amazon, the Amazon TV.
Amazon Fire TV, Fire Stick. If you got a Fire Stick, Amazon Fire TV, whatever device you have that can pull it up, you can get it.
I'm telling you what, I have a Fire Stick, and I finally plugged it in, because I've been watching it kind of like online or on my phone, trying to watch it on my phone. It was so cool to plug it in. I downloaded the app like right on my Fire Stick and tuned in, and I messaged Niall, and I was embarrassed because I didn't know to what level it was. Like when I looked at it, I was like, this is so cool what you guys have built. It's just super exciting. And so, for the 157 of you out there watching, maybe you are an artist that wants to dip your toe and get yourself out there, or become a protector of the frequency and support the IMUTV venture that's going on right now. I mean, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. And it's giving the little guy the chance to be out there. And I mean, we're just all champions for that, right?
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because me being an independent artist myself, and being in this industry for so long, it's absolutely important for me, because I have been on the inside and out. I have friends that have had the major record deals, and I know artists like myself, that have such great talent that will never be able to, unfortunately, the way as the industry has been and the way that it's going, the likelihood of them ever getting their real shot and then getting it on their own terms is small. You know what I mean? So when I came up with the idea for IMUTV and finally found all of the pieces to put it together, I was thinking about it from an artist perspective first. Like Niall said earlier, we love what we're doing here in the blockchain space on RPL, but we realize and know that can't be successful without fans that's coming from the opposite, from the mass streams of people that know nothing about blockchain. And I knew we had to introduce it to them in a way, blockchain and all of the functionality of it, and NFTs, music, and being able to consume music that way. I knew we couldn't just say, hey, come over here and listen to us talk about this blockchain stuff. It's not happening. We had to, you know what I mean? It's just not happening, right? So I had to figure out how to get into the minds to make people want to say, hey, what is that? Versus like, oh my God, what is that? And I want them to say, what is that? And with the television, I know that as human beings, and modern day human beings anyway, we have an intimate relationship with our television. And I knew if I, like you, growing up on MTV, that's how I fell in love with all of the artists that I began to love. It was through their videos, be through some type of appearance.
And
being
those
able to see
people
them.
were all unknowns back in
And they
the
were
day.
all unknown.
And we didn't
They
know
were
who the
all
heck
unknown.
these people were. It
We
was
didn't
just
know.
such a revolutionary thing at the time.
And because it seemed, like you said, the music industry kind of gave up on that and just only catered to the big guys. And I knew that in order for the people over here, the artists over here in Web3, to really build a community, have that opportunity to build a community, they have to have massive viewership. And so, here comes IMUTV as a result.
Yeah.
Just to add on to that, Rob, as well, and really hit home for anyone who is listening. If you are a music artist or know any music artist, the core of what we're doing will always be the independent artists. That is what we're looking to push and promote and give the platform for. The platform is free for the artist. It's free for the users. Anyone can go and download and install IMUTV and unlock a new world of independent music. Any artist can contribute and get their music on TV. And I said to you guys, and a lot of the artists, we're making you international superstars. I jokingly say that, but your music is now getting broadcast to 21 different countries around the world. IMUTV itself is only 7-8 months old. We are growing so quickly. It's 21 countries right now. Give us another 3-4 months. That's going to be 25, 30 countries. Even if you look at our X socials or any of our social pages, our viewership on IMUTV is 5x, 10x what our social handles are right now. So that's something to bear in mind. Our audience goes much farther than just on X or whatever. We are putting you on TVs in people's living rooms all across the world. Take advantage of this right now. You can pay-per-views, paywalls. There's so much you can do behind it to earn as well and monetize from it. So yeah, guys, please tap in with us. And to be fair, Melissa, one quick update I will mention now. Simon, I know you want to say something as well, but to anyone who is thank you. To anyone who is wanting to onboard right now, please reach out to myself or Rob Nichols. And the process is a little bit manual right now. In March, when we revamp the website, the onboarding process is going to be so much simpler. It is going to be a simple form on the website. You can submit your music, you're agreeing to the music agreement and everything. It's all done with one form on the website. So it's going to be so much easier in March. In March, you'll literally just be able to go to imutv.tv and onboard that way. But right now, just reach out to me or Rob and we'll get you guys on TV.
It's so fantastic. Yeah, they were mentioning in the chat, Lady E, you got Crypto Tales, you got was it on Uncle Buster? Oh geez, why am I drawing a blank? The biggest guy that does all of the raps. I'm sure you guys know him.
XRP Bags.
Yes. Bags. Yeah. I mean, there's so many talented folks, even, just in the crypto space alone, let alone all of the other people that are just out there making music, creating music. And they don't necessarily have to have a full out album or anything either, right? They can have 1 or 2 songs and take it from there. Yes. Or no? I mean,
yeah, no.
What is the criteria for somebody to get? Could it be 1 song? Could it be? Does there a minimum that you want to see? Or
no. Actually, right now, the biggest thing that we want to make sure at this time is like as long as there's a visual. Now there is going to come a time this year where our curation team and all of that will be in place that you have to meet certain criteria and things like that. But right now, it's the opt time to get in. You're going to be in now, and we're pretty much accepting everybody. Right now, and within a degree, within certain degrees, we do look at things with each other and say, yeah, nay, I don't know. But right now, if you have we don't particularly like the selfie type stuff. That's not really what we're looking for. But I'm not to say a selfie type video can't work, because we have an artist on the name Rich Lifty, and his videos are all just one take performance videos, but they're so professional. He has the clean shots, the clean background. The music is good, so that's fair. But visualizer videos, lyric videos. My video is a lyric video. It's not even a music video of me doing my thing. So we have that kind of thing, and I'm sure now it's some things that Nala is also going to tell you that I'm forgetting. So, but yeah, no, there's right now the the qualification is just let's get it done. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
You're an artist. Let's go. Let's get it. Go ahead now.
And I will add on to that, like even if you haven't got a music video, reach out to us. We can help direct you to get a music video created, whether will that be like a digital artist within the space, or providing AI sources for you to go and help create it. 'Cause technology is helping get these music videos created now. That being said, the biggest thing, in all honesty, is that you own the music. You own the rights and all the rights to the music. If you are an independent artist, if there is other people within ownership of the track, well, they're going to have to be included in getting onto the agreements and whatnot and getting signed on. So the biggest thing is actually ownership of the music. We are working with labels and whatnot as well, but they have to be prioritizing the independent artist. So that's the thing as well. We will not consider any of the major labels or anything like that, the ones that are screwing over the artists. But so yeah, that is an option as well. But the biggest thing goes down to the ownership, and that goes down to the compliance pushes that we've been going for to leading on to Apple TV and whatnot. But yeah, as long as you own the music, get in touch with us and let's get it on TV all across the world.
Hey, actually, now real quick,
sorry.
could you? I'm sorry, Melissa. I got a question here, and I kind of know the answer, but for the artist out there that is a bathroom singer, okay, pardon the term, that has been around their friends, that plays, yeah, I mean, when you talk about owning the rights, can you explain that? Or maybe Rob could. I know Rob's been in the game for some time now as well, but how does an individual, an artist, get established rights to the songs, to the beat? You know what I mean? How does that happen? Could you explain that? So that way, I mean, somebody might be like, dude, I got goals. I'm close. This looks like a good platform for me to have my breakout party, so to speak. Right. But owning those rights is where it's at. So, I mean, and could you just maybe either one of you chime in on that?
So, Rob, just before you go, bro, what I will mention is this is something we're actually very, very considering. There's going to be a massive educational push coming from us over the coming months to help artists get signed up, literally providing them the steps to go to this place, get signed up, go to this place, XYZ. So that is something we're going to be pushing massively. But Rob, do you want to quickly touch on BMI, ASCAP, and everything like that quickly?
Yeah, sure. Just real quickly in a nutshell. And like you said, we're gonna have some educational segments on it. In fact, the first educational segment will be tomorrow night. No, on next Tuesday for Uncle Rob Radio. We'll be doing it. I'll be putting it out here, but that's what Uncle Rob Radio is going to be for. And then later on, we'll talk about protecting the frequencies. But there's multiple organizations. You said the right words, rights. There's organizations out here that are out here to enforce your rights and to collect on behalf of you to make sure that you don't get copyright infringement. Of course, you have those offices. You have, obviously, you should copyright all of your music, even though they would tell you that, and it's true at the moment that you create a thing, it is copywritten, but the object is to prove that you did it first. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
timestamp.
Right. So even though the time, because you have some people that's lost, even during the poor man's copyright, you've had some people that lost in court. So it's always to your best interest to whatever project it is. You don't have to do them one by one. You put them all together and you copyright them to, if you're in the U.S., to Library of Congress. It's real simple. Wow. Now you're good there. But then you want to also register with, and there's several, and BMI or ASCAP, CSAC. One of those type of companies. Then you got your mechanical rights that you need to know about with Harry Fox agencies and that. And then you got other kind of rights that you need to be collected around the world. So you need to be registered with companies like Song Trust and those kind of companies, ISNI and those. So we're gonna teach you exactly what you need to get. So to make sure that you're 100% protected.
And then are you gonna tokenize it? Because if I remember way back 2 Quincy Jones shows ago that we had up on the Dipito show, he explained, NFT versus non or NFT and just FT, the difference, right? But a token is just a digital representation of I have the rights to this. I have the rights to say that this thing can do this thing in this smart contract, etc. So if the artist did all the old school work, right? Get it established here, get it established here, get it established here. So they have the physical, but then can they bring it all together, tokenize it on the XRPL, and now they have it in their issuing wallet? I know optimistic.
So
is that something that can be done?
I know where you're going with this, and I feel like this is the next step for the music industry. In all honesty, this is where we need the PROs, the BMIs, ASCAP, Sound Exchange. This is where we need them to step in, because that's the way I look at it. That's where they're going to tokenize it. Because there's got to be a clarification between what's a collectible or is it a digital stream? Like, are you streaming it? Do you know what I mean? Because right now streamings aren't, or any streams aren't considered onto NFTs, onto the collectible. It's like when you buy a vinyl or something. Do you know what I mean? So, and I think that should stay different as well. I think there should be differences between that, because essentially we are just having digital vinyls, and then the BMIs and ASCAPs essentially tokenize that end of it, because that's when essentially those pro royalties can become microtransactions.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
And
That's what we were talking about last week, regarding, getting the legislation and that in place, the rules for the road and the taxonomy, what is what, being able to class something as a specific item so that you know how to treat it, right? And so that makes sense of what you're saying. But in the interim, someone could tokenize their song on the blockchain, right now, just themselves. Right?
So I'll shout out Spiffy in that essence. So he's essentially doing that, to my belief. That's what he's doing. He's taking the royalties that he receives and then giving them back towards his NFT holders. And that's what people can do. But again, that's where I say we need the BMIs, those bigger companies to come in and essentially tokenize and introduce micro payments to the streaming royalties, because then that will assist the artist doing this. Then it's going directly to their wallets, and they can then just directly send it back out. It removes multiple steps for the artist themselves. Do you know what I mean? And I will say as well, many platforms are already doing this, in the sense of they're tokenizing the streams on their own site. Sonar Muse, for one, they're paying royalties back to the artist, but it only streams on their website, so it doesn't incorporate Spotify, Apple Music, or anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas the way we're going with IMUTV, for example, we're acquiring the BMI, the ASCAP licenses. Artists will get standard royalties getting paid back towards them, and then they'll receive them from the. So it's at the point when they tokenize and introduce the micro payments that it really does streamline the process. But that's the next step for the music industry. Go ahead.
So IMUTV is getting the licenses for the. Did I hear you just say that?
Yes. So we're looking to acquire the BMI and ASCAP licenses. So those royalties will be paid. There's going to be one for one of the live channels as well. So one of our live channels, artists will be receiving royalties from. It breaks it down, and then we're going to be introducing the ad revenue share program as well, where artists can earn, or we're going to be giving back 20% of our ad revenue back towards the creators on our platform. So for music artists specifically, they'll get paid the BMI and ASCAP royalties, and then the ad revenue share as well, and if they're on the live playlist as well.
But just to be clear, when the artists get on the platform, the music is theirs 100%. Right.
We take no ownership. Ownership.
I just want to make that clear, because that's very unique in a lot of the way you guys are building this, for those of you that are creators to know that this is all you. This is you being able to be on IMUTV and benefit from that. That's pretty rare.
What I will say, though, in full transparency, within the music agreements that we are signing out, we do request royalty-free use of the music, and that's due to some of the situation on the back end. But Yeah, for the live streams and whatnot, BMI royalties will get paid. We will be requiring those licenses. But yeah, just so people are aware, in the contract that you sign, you do give us royalty-free use, and that allows like the image use as well for marketing and whatnot. So
Right.
That makes sense.
that step is there.
Right.
But yeah, the royalties are paid. We've got the ad
I mean, you
revenue
can
share
use it.
program.
You can use it for the advertising, and what you could play their
Exactly.
stuff on to help, which only will help them in the long run.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
And you know,
Yeah.
something we always talk about as well is, while we definitely know we're going to have all of the bases covered for all the legalities and all of the pros and all of that, we'd like to get the artist to understand that, like, really, we were just talking about it earlier. Jimmy and I were talking about it earlier, how the standard streaming rate is like 0.019 cent per stream, and that doesn't just mean that you're going to get all of that. It's like if you're on tour, we're talking about how if you're on a pro, and then this pro, if you sign with a label or this, or you with this DSP and they release and this got this, if that even that 0.019 gets broke down to where you may only get 0.003 still out of that. So while we are going to do things legitimately, and you will get, once you break the thresholds for the pros to pay you, you will get that at some point. But we always try to encourage the artists to say, hey, all right, you got that coming. So come onto the platform with the idea of thinking that knowing that you're a business, you're a brand. Your brand allows you to be able to put your stuff behind paywalls, and people will pay you $5 a month. People will pay you $5 per spin or per whatever it is. So you go from 0.019 for a stream to $10, bro. Right. So now, are you going to get that $10 all day, every single day? Probably not. But think about that. How many streams you have to truly have to get in order to make that $10 one time. So we like to encourage artists to know that this is the platform for you to come and be able to dictate to your crowd, to your band, your base, how much you want to make. You're not going to let anybody tell you what you're worth. Now, don't be no fool and come in and say that I want $100 for every time somebody wants something of my content. That's like asking for 10,000 XRP for one NFT, and you're a nobody. You know what I mean? So you got to have that balance. You know what I mean? You got to know that. But ultimately, in the end, we want to make sure the artist knows that you have the power here. We're not dictating any of this. We just have to be compliant to make sure that we're with all legalities across all of the places that this stuff is going to be seen. But ultimately, it's going to be up to you, the artist. So, I try to encourage them, quit worrying about streams. You're going to get it, but don't worry about that. That's
Rob, and that's key though. Like, don't worry about the streams, because that is just one avenue, one financial avenue from the IMU ecosystem. Like this is just solely focusing on IMUTV, and Rob touched on it. The paywalls, the pay-per-view options, the other options that you've got to monetize, let alone the introduction of IM Collectables, which will be coming in Q3, which is the relaunch of the NFT marketplace, which will focus on music, movie, entertainment collectibles. So then you can start creating collectibles of the content you're creating and sell it that way, which opens up a new financial avenue. There's so many ways to do it. And then especially when we start leading into how the TV network and the marketplace is going to connect on certain features when it comes to the NFTs, that's just going to take it a whole nother step further. So there's so many different ways to sort of monetize. Go ahead, Simon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. But thank you. Going back to the rights, okay, that process, okay. Could an artist go through the old school process, create one NFT, as in the digital proof of they own the rights to that one song or a multitude of songs, then be able to tokenize, maybe not that NFT specifically, because I know you can't do that. You can't chop up an NFT. You can fungible transaction versus non-fungible. The way I understood it with Quincy last week was there is that difference, but because they have the NFT rights NFT'd, then they could theoretically do the tokenization from that, because they have the proof, correct?
No.
Okay, good. so they can't do it from that. They can't do it from that. So that would be a whole nother process for the artist to create tokenized arts of their work, tokenization of their works to go out to the masses, right? Can it work like that as well?
Well, I see where you're going with the tokenization of it, but I think you're trying to tokenize the overall thing too much again, which is where we need the bigger players to come into it. From an artist point of view.
No. Well, let me back up. I'm sorry. Tokenization, wrong word, because tokenization can be one thing chopped up all the way down to the 8th decimal. No. My apologies. They get the NFT for all the rights. That's them proving that they have the rights to that song in their own wallet. That's their, hey, I have the proof that I have the real thing. This is the originate. This is, what do they call it? Optimus Prime, help me out. Where you have the original wallet. It's the issuing wallet. Okay. That gives you, in the digital space, from what I understand it, that is a component of saying, no, I'm top dog right here. That's my stuff in the digital. Plus I have the physical somewhere else. Right. So your licenses, when you're creating that, you have the rights to all your music. I do have all the paperwork and I have the proof of it right here on the blockchain. It's an NFT. There's only one. And then because you have the rights of that music, then you can create multiple NFT collectibles of that song, say 100,000. I
see where you're going. I see where you're going.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I see where you're going. So essentially, you don't need to tokenize that to be able to do that. So as long as you own the rights, as long as you actually own the rights and you've got the correct rights to do it, and you to go ahead and distribute it, you can create a digital collectible of it and then release it. And then, Spiffy, for example,
that's what Vespi did, right?
Exactly. That's what a lot of. That's essentially what we was doing with NF Tempo. Artists were creating collectibles. Rob's done it with Plenty Collections. You're the One. He released You're the One as a limited edition NFT, and you could purchase a collectible of it. And when we say that, I'm glad you say this, Simon, because we do need to differentiate again between a collectible and what's a stream, what's just a song essentially. Because you can go to Rob's music on Spotify, Apple Music, IMUTV, and just start streaming the track. But think of the old. We could go back to use MTV as an example. Think of those old school vinyls. Yeah, think of those old school vinyls. We're now creating digital versions of those. And like the Beatles did, they had 18 different versions of one song on a vinyl. 18 different versions. We can do the exact same thing with these NFTs, and you can have a limited one-of-one edition, a super fan edition example, and then you could have just a standard fan edition where it's 1 of 1,000. Do you know what I mean? And have different price points for all of the same song, different artwork, different utilities. But yeah, you don't need to essentially tokenize the ownership to prove that.
Yeah, that's my bad on the tokenization on the back. Yeah, that's my bad.
I'm glad you said it, because you do need to own the rights, and I do believe there are artists out there who are releasing stuff where they don't have the correct rights to essentially go and monetize that, and that will cause issues down the line. And that's what I think it is important to bring up is if you do want to create an NFT of it, you do have to own all of that song as well. Or have the correct agreements in place with the other artists, the other people who have ownership. So
like if somebody played an instrument on it or whatever.
Exactly.
It's one thing if you created it all yourself, but if you had someone playing piano, someone played guitar, somebody did this, somebody that, either you had to buy that time and then you have the right because you paid for it, or they're a collaborator on it and then you both have to, so there's still all those issues that come into play when you're
sorry to jump in on that, but that's a really important thing as well. There's many Web3 artists out here who are collaborating with each other. No paperwork ever gets put in place, and that's one, like we're all collaborating, we're all trying to work together, but artists really should consider getting written agreements in place when doing these collaborations, especially when it comes down to the releases of the NFTs. We have seen it recently with certain artists and issues going back over the last year, and things have turned sour and there's no written agreements in place and it's all up in the air, questionable. So as much like Rob said earlier, have that business mindset, get the paperwork done, have agreements in place. But yeah, Rob, go ahead. I know you want to add to that.
No, I'm glad that this has come up, because it's quite possible that in the near future, along with on the website or somewhere, because they're called split sheets, and they're really, really simple. They're really simple, but artists fail to do this in our space when it comes to collaboration. It's just a quick, simple sheet that's saying, hey, my name full, your name in full, you're here, I'm here. We came together on this song. I contributed this percentage, you contributed this percentage. In the end, this is how much we're going to get in the end. And it's a very simple form, but it saves so much headache later on after the song becomes a number one hit.
That makes a lot of sense.
Oh man, because that
dream big, man. Make everything that you do with the expectation that it's going to be a worldwide success.
You have to. You have. So it's a real simple thing, and you're absolutely right. All of you, that if you're listening, if you're a new artist, I know we talked recently about why artists don't know this, and who is in G with Articulate and Chris from Corium Concepts, and it does. It comes down to the fact that a lot of artists today just do not know. They think, you just throw your music out here online and, put it out here on the Spotify, on the streaming platforms, and you're good to go. It's all, but it's not, you know what I mean? And a lot of them will do stuff like they may not fully understand that, like they'll lease tracks or they'll just snatch tracks. I mean, they really don't. I'm like, they don't know how much trouble they really can get themselves into. So we're going to set that straight by providing as much education as we can on it. That's for sure.
I love it. All right, guys, we've got about just under 40 minutes left for the show, and I know we have a lot of ground to cover here. Do we want to bring do you want to make your announcement? We bring your person in.
Yeah, I think it's time, especially with some of the things we've been talking about, because it had a lot of value to the conversation. But yeah, we'd love to introduce the new Chief Operations Officer at IMUTV, the third part of the music trident between me, Rob, and our man Fitzy, who's now on screen. So yeah, Jimmy Fitz, aka Fitzy, my man, welcome to the stage. Welcome to IMUTV, the official COO.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me, man. Y'all are killing me listening to all this talk. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Simon, for having me. Oh my God, y'all are talking about this stuff, and y'all are I'm like, what? Let me get in there, but I didn't want to say nothing. I'm like, the boys got it. The boys got it, but I get crazy sometimes with that stuff. I don't know, a freak, I guess you could say, maybe, about it. But yeah, but again, Simon, Melissa, thanks for, hosting this and everything you're doing for the XRPL and just the community. And I've gone back and watched some of your videos now that are out there on IMUTV, and which is awesome. And they've been amazing. It's great information. And, it's great to have people like you guys on the platform. So again, thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about your new position. It's kind of a big title.
I'm not a title guy. Niall and I'm going to call him out, and we went back and forth about this. I'm not a title guy, but yes. So I saw everybody getting a jacket, so I went and got a jacket. I'm like, yeah, that's not me. I can't do it, but yeah. So I am who I am. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So yeah. So this all started, back in up tempo, and I'll kind of go through that if you don't mind for just a couple minutes and tell the story. And so kind of my background. I thought I was a singer. I was a grunge kid, and it's like, when I made my way out west, I'm like, man, Eddie Vedder, Kurt Cobain, I could scream, but I couldn't. I did all right, but I did blow my vocal cords out twice, and trying to get there. Yeah. So got through one surgery, then blew it out again, and just never came back. And that's okay. It just wasn't meant to be, right? I still love to sing, but I can't sing. Niall destroyed me in karaoke the other night. I was so proud of him, but anyway, that's another thought. But so that led me in a different direction. You know, I had
They want you
started
to
playing.
put the jacket on.
Oh my gosh! Y'all gonna see me
This
in my
is not-
rave pants. We're going out raving after this. So
All
hang on.
right.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
Old school 1989 rave pants. All right, here we go. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh God. Here we go.
Thank you, Darren Baxter. Yeah, man. Oh,
There,
yeah.
hang on. I gotta
love
get
it.
this
He
out.
got the
I gotta
hoodie.
get this.
He's got the
Too
hoodie.
legit
Yeah,
to
gotta get the
quit.
hoodie out, man.
I have
All
that
right.
problem with mine too.
All right, there we go. Is that better,
I love
guys?
it.
There
Love
you
it.
go. There you go. All
Now
right,
we're
all right.
rolling.
Man, now you hey look, now you're ready for the PNW, bro, the Pacific Northwest. You ready for
Yeah, right.
That's,
Oh my gosh,
that's a
let's go.
Kurt Cobain outfit right there, straight up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, we should wear it like this in LA too, you know. So that was it. Not too much, but yeah, y'all got a little colder up there. So, but yeah, so I kind of switched my gears, and I'd always written. I played the piano growing up, and you know, I ended up being, and I'm going to use the term that the labels don't like to say, but I was a ghostwriter for about 3 years. You know, they will call it a work for hire writer, right? Because ghostwriting is technically illegal, right? That's what they'll say, but that's the throw off. So I did that for a while, and then I joined Beatniks Productions in like 1995, and was with them for till 2019, and I did a lot of back end stuff. I wrote, I did do production, kind of guided some stuff, and that was the history, you know. And how I met, excuse me, how I met Randy with Beatniks Production was, I actually met Tom Skeeter while I was actually ghostwriting for somebody, and he owned Sound City. And so I actually got to spend some time at Sound City, just around. And, you know, sometimes you just shut your mouth and sit back and watch and listen. You learn so much more. Right. And so, you know, there were some big bands coming through there, you know, and just to watch the process really changed how I looked at music, because I was just a dumbass kid. You know, I was, you know, oh, I'm going to do this, do that. But being able to watch that was absolutely amazing. And so I did that, and then I went on to Beatniks, and the rest is history. I actually retired, sold my small little bit of interest out, and that was it. Well, the pandemic came through, you know, all of that happened, and it led me to X, or I guess Twitter at the time, right? And I'm looking for independent artists, because that's mostly what we dealt with, was independent artists. You know, the game has always been nasty. Haven't ever liked the industry. Too many artists get screwed. They get, you know, signing this deal, then they shelf them, and they're done for 3 to 5 years before they can ever do anything else. And it's just ugly. And so I started, you know, looking at, you know, just finding artists and just the love of music. And I stumbled across Nile in a tempo one day. And I saw a post, you know, I just hashtag music, and then there was Nile, and I started popping into their artist spotlights, and that's when I first learned about music NFTs, and I started buying these artists NFTs. But I'd never go on stage. I didn't say nothing, and everyone knows now. All of a sudden, Nile's bumping in my DMs, and which led from one thing to another, which led me to meeting Rob, and which led to so many other things. And we had this camaraderie that we just came together, like-minded. We all brought something different to the table. Right. It was natural, and it was just natural. Fire. Yeah. So, you know, we now convinced me to actually put out a track, and so I did a Tannerell remix, and, you know, did an NFT. They had the battles the first battles that were going on, and so we entered that. Fortunately, Rob and I never had to go head to head, but hey, because Rob was making the panties go on the floor, but so which was one of his big tracks. It's the big track.
Good.
Yeah. So anyway, so that led us to start conversing behind closed doors and looking at the future of music. And one of the things I kept saying was, it's like, I loved what Niall and Rob were doing for the community and for the artist, because I really felt like it was for the artist, and that mattered for me. And so it's like we started looking in the future, like where is music going? Because it's been on a massive shift, right? Even then, it's on this massive shift. Yeah. And we had a lot of conversations, and then I had some personal things, and unfortunately I had to step away for a second, which for about a little over a year, about maybe 13 months. And I would still, communicate periodically, like pepper and stuff back and forth. But I had to take care of some stuff, and that's just what it was. Yep. And then I fell back in, and we started talking, and then the next thing you know, it's like we never skipped a beat. I mean, and that to me is that real friendship, that brotherly love, because when each of us know that we all have to take a step back sometimes, and that's okay. That's okay, because the other ones are there to continue to support you and build for you while the other ones take a break. And so, and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I bombed them on Niall's birthday space and pumped them and punked them like there was no more. And it's been full speed ahead ever since. And, when they started really updating me on the things that they were doing, are you kidding me? Like, these were like, some of these things were things we were talking about, 16, 18 months ago, but there's been so much more. And what the point that's never changed, it's been about the artist. And that's why I'm here. That's why Rob's here. That's why Niall's here. And that's why we are the triangle, right? What they call the trident, because I don't want to see musicians, artists, whatever that is, get taken advantage of from an industry that doesn't give two craps about them, right? It's like, what can you do for me, right? As far as the industry, it's like, what can you do for me now? Oh, sorry, boom. And like, if people really understood the workings of a deal, they would never sign. If they truly, I mean, it's different. It's different when you have, like today, you're not getting signed unless you have a big social media presence. That's one of the main points now. You have to have this big social media presence. They're not truly developing artists anymore. There's a few that have started slowly, but for the most part, you got to already be out there grinding your butt off, doing all this. And they say, oh my God, they had a song go viral. Let me sign you to a quick deal. And then they kill them. Because most artists aren't prepared for that overnight bump like that. And I think there is a place for every single independent artist in the world, especially when they're with IMUTV, right? To be able to expose them to the masses in a different form, a different pay structure, because you guys were talking about royalties earlier and streams. Right. Let's be real. There's not an artist living on streams around the planet. I mean, you can listen to some of the biggest streaming people, like even Snoop, be like, when he pulled his whole catalog off of Spotify, the whole Death Row catalog, he's like, dude, I got $50,000 for almost 1 billion streams. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Right. And he pulled the whole catalog out. That's wild. Right. It's like Rob was touching on it earlier, like. Because the way those the pros and like Sound Exchange and in that is, it's a collective of royalties. It and that's where I think a lot of it gets lost, is people go, oh, I streamed 10,000 I had 10,000 streams. You're not getting paid 0.00 0.002 for 10,000 streams. You're getting paid what either the pro or Sound Exchange, which handles the vocal recording, decides to pay you, because all the royalties go into one collective.
Yep.
And then they split them out. So, some independent artists, I mean, and they're not going to write a check unless it's, $10, but then you're using a DSP, and it's like, okay, so you got a $10 check. They send it to the DSP. The DSP is going to keep their part. Now you got $5. What are you going to do that? You can't even go eat at McDonald's anymore for that. I guess they got that stupid.
I give it
deal.
to somebody out here, bro. Yeah, you know what? You need it more than me. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I get that.
And that's what I loved about Niall and Rob and everything we had talked about and everything they built without me, because they have built while I have been gone. And I give them 100% credit of where they have brought it from where we started. And so, excuse me. So, it gives a different avenue where artists can control the process. You're not just going to work. You're just not going to just post a song and you're going to make money. That's just not the way it works. You're still going to have to work. But between everything that I talked about earlier, you can actually, I know, right? I know, right? I know.
Never mind, honey. We ain't doing it. We ain't doing it.
Man, that's a DJ mindset. Come on now. That's a DJ mindset. I'm just playing. Hey,
you're playing, right? Because I got your track, and now I'm like, nope, back to the line.
Dude, I love DJ. I love mixes, man. Yeah. I like to have fun, man. We only live once, but yeah. So it is one that we want to provide the tools, the education, because you talked about the NFTs earlier. It's like we want to point them in the right position, so that they can register the songs at the right places, so that they can get their mechanicals. It's like, and that's where a lot of artists don't realize. It's like, okay, well, you got mechanicals. Well, that's live performance, but your mechanicals only covers the composition and the writing and the writers. It doesn't cover your vocal performance. So if you don't go register a Sound Exchange, you're not getting paid for your vocal performance. If you're not, registering at, the Writers Guild of America. That's another place that writers don't get paid. The National Writers Association. I mean, there's so many layers that are there that we as a team want to provide to the artists to better themselves as they move forward in the industry and as they grow and grow and go. And hopefully one day, they get so big that a label comes in. And we will congratulate them and go on down the road. I hope they stay independent, right? Because you get to control. But if that's the love people want, that's what it is. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be a part of this transaction and just go. So
that's fire, man. Well, thanks for sharing all that with us, Fitzy. My man, real quick, how long have you been into crypto? Just a question.
I've been in since 2020.
Okay. All right. So what you're talking about, what artists don't know what they have to do, need to do, should to do, right? And specifically to NFTs. Now, NFTs, when most of us know that they knew that they came out, it was just a collectible, punk, monkey punks, et cetera, right, on OpenSea, right? But another application for NFTs, as it was explained to me, was basically like a receipt. Only on the receipt NFT, it shows where everything came from. Example, like if you applied a NFT to a building, a physical building, you could have where all the materials came, et cetera. So when you have an artist that does a song, one project, and they go through that process that you just talked about, they themselves could just have one NFT that is a compilation of all those processes that need to take place to say, nope, I have the right to the vocals. Nope, I have the rights to the saxophone, the drums, the little fancy light show we did in the background. Do you guys see that as an advantage to the artists that you guys are currently talking to or bringing on? Are you guys trying to get them to go that way? Anything like that?
Well, so in my opinion, right, we live in two different worlds of music right now. And because Rob and I were talking earlier, so Congress actually just put out opinion to the Copyright Office to do an investigation into the pros, right? Because of the way money is managed, right? And because which the Copyright Office does it because they are in charge of copyrighted material. So, and this is where the slippery slope goes. So again, not legal, but it's just in a strong opinion is that today, right now, if someone does an NFT and puts that information in and they mint that, right?
Yes.
If they don't do anything outside of whether it be BMI, ASCAP, CSAC, Sound Exchange, other organizations, and they don't copyright it. And if someone goes and pulls that track off of an NFT and is able to get it copyrighted, but again, just the music, right? Because sometimes there's a little bit of problem in the metadata in uploaded songs, right? From what we see, which we're trying to fix that, which I think we are going to fix that in the release in later in the year. And that is something that's just going to create a court battle, an unnecessary court battle. So if they do that, though, it does show ownership at that time and date, right? As long as they do it.
For the actual work, right.
For the
actual what about the paperwork, though? You guys get a new artist comes to you, right? Awesome DJ, been playing out of their garage for years, right? And just comes on IMUTV, probably wouldn't happen, but beats out Mojo on the Billboard charts. Okay, you guys are giving them the education. Hey, you need to go and get copywritten. You need to go through the old school process, get everything copywritten, so you got the rights. Okay, the actual physical paperwork. My understanding within the crypto space is you can take the physical paperwork and make a digital NFT so that they have that one, they meant one NFT says, boom, this is mine. So are you guys going down that road with them?
I mean, that is really the artist, but now where you're saying it, I understand exactly where you're coming from. Yes, after the copyright comes in, it's once you get the copyright on it, and then also, and at that point, you could really just attach your BMI numbers, your Sound Exchange number, your ASCAP numbers on that, and it's done because you've already done your publishing, you've already done your mechanical rights, you've already done your vocal recording out there. You print all that out and make a form, and and then you could
in there. That makes sense what you're saying, because you're doing because right now we're kind of in the middle of both worlds, right?
Right.
So you want to cover your own ass by having all of that. You incorporate that into your NFT so that it's on the blockchain. So that anybody thinks about stealing it, they're like, oh, can't do it because it's already registered.
It's already
and this is legit. This in this way, you have all. This is where you guys are very valuable to these artists and people that are just learning how to do it. Because I would think that someone that doesn't know too much about how to they might sing good, write music, and that they know all this back end stuff, and so. In going out to somebody to try to help them, they could probably get bamboozled or charged a lot of money to get all this information on, how do you go about registering your song and all this kind of stuff. And you guys are lifting them up. You have the information. It's just remarkable what you guys are building. I really like it.
I think
you say something now?
One thing I just Yeah, one thing I just wanted to add on, because I think what Jimmy mentioned there, Fitzy mentioned was good. Like, it is down to the artist at that point. And I think even them doing that, it comes as sort of just like a vanity play in essence. It's just like a proof, like, because I think it'd be important to understand that if you go and sell that NFT or transfer that NFT, it doesn't mean you're transferring the rights either. And that's what's important to understand as well. So at the end of the day, this right now as it stands, that would be sort of a vanity metric to showcase it and showcase the proof. However, as long as you've got that on the back end, there's no necessary step to mint it, because if any legal implications come at play, you've got all of that covered on the back end, which you can take, and that will protect yourself. And likewise, if someone steals it, you've still got that to take to courts to say, right, well, they're stealing my stuff. I've got it registered X, Y, and Z here. But again, that's why I say it's just sort of like a vanity play right now, just showcasing that you've got the rights on as an NFT.
Smashing. Great answer on that, Niall. That really put everything together. And Fitzy, thank you as well. That's like fire information. I mean, I know we're trying to getting down into the music industry 101 in the weeds. I know that, and we're also kind of getting to the crypto weeds as well. But for just those new people out there, maybe they're in the crypto a year, they're seeing the new hotness, IMUTV. I want to play ball, right? But okay, let's come back down to the real hard reality that you need to protect your work, protect your butt, excuse me. You need to do these steps, but here might be another way it might be done in the future, because we are still in yesterday and we are still walking towards tomorrow, so thank you for that. That's great.
Yeah. The last thing I'll say real quick is that.
Go on, Jimmy.
You guys got to Rochambeau.
It's coming. It's coming, right? Because the industry's looking, they're paying attention, and that is why we have to do things the right way. But it's coming. It's just a matter of when. I think it's sooner than later. But yeah. So, and I'll leave on that. And I want to say again, thank you guys for having me. Awesome talk.
Oh, we love you coming.
Yeah,
We're so glad to have you. Florida Man Landscaping stopped a meeting just to be here to see you guys. Good to see you. We've got like 10 minutes left. We'll probably go over a little bit. I kind of let
my bad.
Let our appointment know that we're going to go over. But Simon, can you pull up the randomizer, because Niall is going to gift. You want to tell them, Niall, a protector?
Please stand by. Let's see. All right,
yeah. We will be live minting a protector NFT and giving it away to one lucky member in the audience. So if you are watching, especially if you're watching on X or any of the other platforms, make sure you tap over into the YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to Dipper Toe channel. But yeah, you will have to be in the YouTube channel to participate.
Awesome.
Okay,
so you got it. Because what we'll do. What do we want to? You want to?
You can put in the private chat. You can put it in the private chat. I'll just copy and paste for the secret word.
Yeah, have Niall choose it.
Protectors, either one of the other.
Protectors with an S, right? So we've got before we go, we have Rob's gonna do a little ditty, and then we got Mojo coming back to close us out. And Niall's gonna give us a few updates before this 2 hours has gone by super fast. It's been a fantastic conversation. We have 194 people watching the live stream right now, which is really fantastic. We really appreciate you guys. K Buddy just popped in. Want to say hello to her. But Rob, are you ready to be on the big screen? You're on mute.
I'm ready to make it happen.
I
got my little setup over here. So I'm gonna check and see, make sure that let me see, make sure I got some vision here, right? Because I got my microphone right here. I'm trying to make sure that is that all right? Is that okay? Okay, wait, maybe I come here, maybe come this way a little bit. This my microphone this way a little bit. I'm gonna try to check and make sure that my audio is right first. I'm gonna test my audio first.
All right.
It's doing something weird. Hold on. Don't want to do that. Pressing
And
up the
for those of you that are watching, the 192 of you are, go on over to @Dip-a-Toe on YouTube or Rumble. I think the comments, but mostly YouTube is what's working the best. And just put in the protectors. Just put in protectors. And to win the newly minted NFT that Niall's going to give away this evening.
I have the spelling and all that, how I spelled it, floating by on our little
oh, fantastic,
banner.
Simon.
Yeah, okay,
You're so
it's right
smart.
there. I just want to make sure, because if I spelled it wrong, that's on my bad. Somebody's going to spell it right, and then they're going to lose. So spell it wrong and win. Spell it wrong and win, baby.
And take her away, Rob Nichols.
All right, let me make sure this audio is right. Someone before I start here, let's see. Can y'all hear that? Y'all hear that track?
Yep.
Y'all can hear that?
Yep.
Let me make sure it's though here. When it drop here,
could be up a little bit.
A little bit more. How about that? It's a little bit better.
Yeah, that's good.
I like the way that sounds in my ear.
Yo. In this life, man, it's your man, Rob Nichols. I am IMUTV CEO. It's a lot of things going on in my life and a lot of weight on my shoulders, but in the end, I'm just a human being, right? And that's all that we all are, right? Check us out. Yo. Sometimes I falter, hoping I continue to be strong. But it's hard at times because I'm surrounded by things wrong. Doubts about myself rise up to the mind surface. Will I succeed or fail? The thought, it makes me nervous. So I look deep within my will to be dope. I see something bright and it ignites a light of hope. So many plans for the future, and it's evident to see my dreams come true. But life, it makes me hesitant. I live in the ghetto when it seems that I'm trapped here. Going in the cycle, first I'm brave, then I'm back scared, fearing I will come out just like the rest. Making less than a living, but still doing my very best. And I guess lack of resources made this happen. So peace to the resources, cause I'ma keep on rapping. Although some contest that I don't know what I'm doing. If I fail, oh well, God knows I'm only human. I'm only human, gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Gotta get it right, but if I fail, I'm only human. I'm only human, gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Gotta get it right, but if I fail, I'm only human. I'm only human, gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Gotta get it right, but if I fail, I'm only human. I'm only human, gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Gotta get it right, yo. Sometimes I wonder, will I amount to big time or be just another brother in the unemployment line? Divine guidance is my main propulsion. Living life like a sultan is what I want to indulge in. It's like I'm locked down in trouble and I'm fighting for air, just like the boy in the plastic bubble. I'm in the rat race, traveling at a fast pace, reaching for the stars cause I don't want to come in last place. But what if I don't surpass my measurement? Strike me and I'm out, so now I'm riding the bench. It's risky business over a chance to get fat. That's why they playing me deep, my next turn that back. This life is what you have in mind to make it, and it ain't coming for free, so it's in my mind to take it. And you gon' see when I'm done what I'm doing. You gon' start out, Rob. No, I'm only human. I'm only human. Gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Gotta get it right, but if I fail, I'm only human. I'm only human. Gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Gotta get it right, but if I fail, I'm only human. I'm only human. Gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Gotta get it right, but if I fail, I'm only human. I'm only human. Gotta keep doing what I'm doing. Gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. Right. Yo, in the end, all you can do is your very, very best. Sometimes your best is going to be good enough. Sometimes it won't. But that's all right. As long as you put up your best effort. As long as you knew you did everything the right way that you possibly could do it. And don't worry about it if you don't, if you fall a little short. Because in the end, you're only human.
Damn!
Yo! Yo!
What?
You're good, Robbie Rob.
Damn!
I did not expect. I knew you were
Dude,
good, Rob.
that was rap.
You just blew
That
away.
was rap. That's what rap's supposed to be. Should always be. That was rap. Okay.
That's right there.
Uh,
It's what you call a true MC. A true OG
That's right, baby.
MC right
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Great
I
job,
loved
bro.
everything about it.
That was
Deacon
fire,
says,
bro.
need this in my
Wow.
life on the morning commute. Me
Yes.
too. Me
Yes.
too, man. That was just
fire. Fire.
Yeah, you got Uncle Buster. Let's go.
Yeah.
Huh?
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. It's, you know, it's interesting. I have to show it. The guys have never heard that song, and just to show you how timeless when you write good music, when you really are a student of the craft. Some songs are timeless. That song was written in 1993.
Oh my
That had to
God.
feel, baby. That was it.
So
that was,
good,
I mean,
Rob.
that was the era of rap, man. That mid to late 80s to about mid 90s, and then after that, we don't know what happened. It just fell off slowly but surely, in my opinion. But that was fire, bro. That was fire. Thanks for taking me back to when rap was good and fire. Yeah.
Yeah, blown minds.
that was
A
fire,
lot of blown minds. Oh, that was so good. So darn good.
Wait, so I have a question now. Okay, because I don't know if it was Fitzy or Niall said they finally got you, Rob, to come out of your shell, right? I don't know who said that tonight, bro. You just need to ditch the Eminem shell and just come on out, bro. Like real deal. Just come out. You don't even have to swing. Just show up, man. That was fire. If that's you just coming out of your shell, I can't wait to see when you just out the shell. When you're 100 shell gone, non-existent, Rob Nichols, 100%. I can't wait to see that. That was fire.
Well, I'm going to tell you, if you're not a protector yet, one of the great advantages of becoming a protector is that protectors are your ticket into and Niall's getting ready to talk about this momentarily. Let me get my cameras back right here. Let me see. I can't see which way I am on screen. But the protector is always also a ticket for our exclusive concerts that we do inside of the Discord. And the next concert, which is March 8th, right now, Saturday, March 8th, I'll be performing, and I'm gonna give y'all.
You gonna bring it?
It's coming. I'm telling you, you're getting ready to. If you've never really heard me really get down, you're going to that day for sure.
I love it. So, Niall, you're going to burn. You're going to mint a new protector. Did you want to share your screen or just do it and we'll pick the winner?
Please and thank you. Share the screen if you can. We'll show actually people how to mint a live protector if anyone was curious as well. We'll quickly walk people through the process.
Yep, you should be able to do share, present. You should have permissions to do that.
Yeah, it seems like you just need to bring it up onto stage. That's all.
We just need to add it.
All right, there it is. Okay.
I got you.
Oh, sorry, I just took it out.
You go for it. You go for it. You the boss. You the boss.
So as people can see, and do you want to quickly, how do people participate in this to take part? Do they have to type hashtag or exclamation mark protectors, or just type protectors into the chat?
They just have to put protectors in the chat. Simon has the correct spelling at the bottom of the screen. You only have to put it in there once. So if you've already done it, it'll grab everybody that put protectors in there for their chance to win the NFT. I want to win.
Perfect. It's perfect. So just to give people, if anyone hasn't had a chance yet, just to give them a chance to drop protectors into the chat or get over to YouTube to put it into the chat to get involved. Just to quickly announce the utilities behind the protectors collection. So these are the mascots to our independent music universe. You're going to see a lot more to come, especially next year, in terms of the animations and telling the stories behind the people that's featured behind the protectors. Because right now we do have 250 characters involved in the protectors, and 93 of these are featured people from the XRPL community, music artists, just community members and project leaders, all sorts. So you never know who you may spin up, and it's going to be fun to actually tell the stories of each person's journey in this space or in music or whatever it might be, supporting independent creatives. So that's a big thing to come in terms of the animations and potentially gaming aspects to come next year. As Rob mentioned, they are the tickets to the Independent Music Universe events, which we're looking to have at least one show a month, bringing some of the music artists from Independent Music Universe to perform live and exclusively for the Protector holders. And that'll only get more immersive as we start involving the metaverse and whatnot as well. And then the big one, the big utility behind it is we are tokenizing the TV advertisement revenue from IMUTV, and this is going back towards the Protector holders. They will be able to claim the rewards once a month from Q3 when we monetize the advertisement revenue. So that is a game changer in itself, essentially tokenizing TV advertisement revenue, especially with how quick we're growing right now. So to get involved, to be a Protector, on the screen that I'm sharing, you can see we've loaded up xmart.art, xmart.art. All you've got to do is go over to here, click the sign in the top right button, and this is where you can connect your Exxon wallet. It will usually offer a QR code. I think I've already got it half prepared. So it's automatically sent a transaction to my wallet. There we go. The QR code now pops up. So yeah, just scan that with your Exxon wallet or whatever XRPL wallet you can connect with to Xmart, sign the transaction, and that will get you signed in. Once you've signed in, as you can see there, I've just done it. It will load you back on the home page. The Protectors are front and center in the banner up the top. You will see the Protectors of the frequencies just here. Click into that one, and it should eventually load up the screen. Apologies on this, guys. I thought that'd be a little bit quicker.
It's the UK. We understand.
It's the
anticipation. In this time, 3 o'clock in the morning, the network should be good here in the UK.
Everybody takes this. It's tea time. I'm with it.
But here we go. It loads up the Protector of the frequencies mint, and you can see here buy a spin. This is essentially minting one of the collections. So click buy a spin, and it will tell you how many spins you want to get. We're just going to go with one for this for the giveaway. Click approve in wallet, and again it will load a transaction, either a QR code in a second to sign, or it will automatically submit it to the events in your wallet. But it is very slow tonight by the looks of things.
It's hump day, bro.
It's hump day.
That is.
It's hump day, man. Everybody's like, cool. Everybody's gonna show up Thursday and go, man, what you doing for the weekend? And then Friday's gonna come and they're gonna be looking at the watch the whole time. Oh, can I leave yet? Can I leave yet?
All
That's
right.
it, Bilmy. So the transactions just popped up. Here we go. I've just signed it. So that should come through. And this will give you one of the spins. And then when you spin on here, it will give you a random NFT out of the collection. And it's finding out which one that you have got that has been signed. So I can cross off that. There we go. So then it's loaded eventually. There we go. And now the spin and win button has been revealed. So this is the cool little feature about Xmart, and this is the one that we're going to be giving away to the winner today. So just go ahead and click spin and win, and this will reveal the NFT that you have won.
It's addictive. I'll guarantee you once you start doing it. Oh, which one is that?
Addictive. So that is actually one of the elder NFTs. There's a few different. Yeah, there's a few different rarities. The rarest ones are the featured characters, where it is one of the ones featured by someone in the collection. The second rarest ones are actually the elder NFTs, which there's about 5 different elder designs. And then the animal collection, and then the rest of them are standard. So this is actually quite a rare one. Happy days. So yeah, someone's going to be winning.
Wow, man.
Yeah, that's actually pretty rare. That's
I want it.
I love it. We're all getting giddy over it, man. Just like baseball cards or garbage pail kids back in the day. I don't know if y'all remember.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And just a reminder, this is your ticket to the IMU events. Come Q3 this year, you'll start receiving, or you'll start to be able to claim the tokenized TV advertisement revenue. But one thing I just wanted to stress, so if anyone does go ahead and mint an NFT on Xmart, whether it's the Protectors or any collection on Xmart, there is a second claim function that you have to do. So once you've spun the NFT, just go to the account in the top section on the desktop. If you're on your mobile, it will be the top right corner. It will be a little profile button, and then scroll down to offers and approvals. This is where you will have one. It says 0 there at the moment. I think it's just lagged out. And there you go. The one that you have to claim will be sat there. So just click that one, hit approve, and then it will send one final transaction to your wallet to accept the NFT. Once you've done this step, the NFT will be in your wallet, in your possession. So please, please, please make sure you do this second step of claiming the NFT.
And this is something unique with the XRP ledger, and it's a way to prevent people from spamming your wallet with unauthorized transactions. And so every step of the way, you are able to control what's going in and out of your wallet through this signing process. And it really doesn't. I mean, it's taking a long time now because, your resources are being taken up and stuff from being on this call and everything, else, but it's really super fast. And like I said, it's very addictive. And right now there are only like 9 XRP. And so every once in a while I'm like transferring over and I'm spinning just because I want to try to get another cool one. So I love it. Simon, are you going to do?
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Hold on. Let me,
what we need to share. Yeah.
I just need to share the screen. So it's all the jitskis. Make sure that we are 100% real and we don't steal.
Good luck, everyone. Here we go. I hope I win.
And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Do it. World be free. World be free.
K-Buddy!
K-Buddy
is 2 for 2. Woo!
Man, that's awesome.
Shout out to Kelly because it was her birthday last week as well. So happy belated birthday for this.
That's great.
And Melissa, that's reminded me, isn't it someone's birthday today as well?
Whose birthday is it today?
You mentioned it before.
Yes, and actually, you're right. You're darn right. And I was hoping like we could all sing it. I don't see Mojo down there, but the 5 of us can sing it while he's ready. Can we do it?
Let's go.
All right.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
We want to say happy birthday to Greg Gottaby. He turned 40 today.
Oh, that's right. Woo!
So we're doing a little celebration. We love you, Greg. You're the best. You're just a wonderful human being. And so from us to you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy day. Hey, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy day. Woo! Sorry.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Yeah.
We love you, Greg. That
We
probably
love you, Greg.
That was a train wreck, but I can't wait to listen to the playback. Play it on rewind. Optimistic says we're amazing. That's right, my friend.
Amazingly off key and out of timing.
Right. Timing was gone. Timing was gone.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we had fun and we were laughing, so it doesn't matter, right? It's the thought, right? We had a good time.
Do we want to get I don't know if Mojo's available. I don't see him down there. He was, or is he good? He's not.
No, if he's not back, that's all good. He's probably carried away in spaces and whatnot, so that's all good.
Right. That's all right. I got one on the take, so I got one more in my sleeve.
You want to close this? You want to close us out, Rob?
Close us out, Rob.
I'll be happy to.
Take us home, my friend.
Oh snap! I didn't realize. Hey, you know what? I'll be more than happy to. You know
I need to comb my hair.
I'm
get
going.
my stuff ready.
I'm going. Rob is ready there.
Yo, what up, there, bro?
Oh, go ahead, Simon. I know you was going to say something.
Oh, you first. Now go ahead, brother.
That's my
Go
button
ahead.
there. That's just been doing.
Yeah,
So,
Rob, 2 seconds, bro. Just while you get loaded up with that, Rob, I just want to give real quick. So we was going to touch on to some of these today, but hopefully we'll come back next month and show you guys the updates instead of talking about them today. But just a quick one. While we're on Roku and Amazon Fire right now, stay tuned. In the coming weeks, we're going to be expanding to Apple TV as well. So if you have got an Apple TV or an Apple device, get ready. We're going to be expanding there soon as well. The protectors of the frequencies, there is going to be a new collection launching soon with a load more people from the XRPL featured, a lot of community members, some more community projects and leaders as well. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be dropping in March. It is going to be slightly higher priced than the current protectors, but you are guaranteed an ultra rare character. This next collection is absolute fire, so I cannot wait to share this one with you guys. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be dropping early March. Obviously, we touched on it earlier. The artist spotlights, they're going to be coming back very shortly, along with music battles. So if you are a music artist wanting to have a bit of fun, get in contact with us. Let's get you organized up into one of the music battles we're going to be doing on X. And yeah, stay tuned for that. They are awesome. There's a load more as well, but we'll come back and show you all of those new updates in March. Melissa and Simon, guys, thank you ever so much as always. We absolutely love you. It is an honor to have you on IMUTV as the first crypto content providers. But now, thank you for all your support and everything you do for us as well.
Thank you. We love you guys.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
welcome to the family, Fitzy.
Thank you. And I look forward to being here to see everybody as they grow, including Dip a Toe on IMUTV, baby.
Amen.
Baby, yeah.
Get your groove out, Rob.
It's been, again, thank you both Simon and Melissa. Thank you for just everybody that's the 200 people that showed up tonight. This is like insane. Thank you so much. It just shows the strength of the community and the XRPL. The community is just amazing, and I'm happy that the community is really enjoying what we're doing and can see the value in what we're providing, and I'm glad that you all along for the ride. So thank you so much. So with that being said, I'm going to take y'all home tonight. Now tonight you're getting to hear a little bit more of the real Rob, the real side of the conscious stuff. So I'm gonna take y'all home with this jam right here, because this one is kind of like dedicated to the children across the world, but specifically in the United States that slipped through the cracks, by the Child Protective Service system, and these children are just highly abused. There's so many of them that happens every day, and it's a perpetual story, especially here in the inner city and what we call the ghettos. Children are just barely making it through and growing up in such a bad way. That attention needs to be brought to it. So I'm hoping that this song will start to bring some attention to that. It's called Against All Odds. Mic check, 1, 2. It's your man, Rob Nichols. This is to all the ladies out there, man, that's getting abused and abused. Check it out. Just story rhymes. Ain't getting nobody did story rhymes in a long time. So check it out. Get lost with me. Yo. Now when he's born, he's already coming up short. His mother strung out because she's always riding a white horse. You would think somebody would lend a hand to bring this young boy up right and teach him to be a man. But nope, because as soon as the doctors release him to go home, another baby's fending for his own. Too many mouths to feed, and now there's one more
No baby bear, the baby crib, he's sleeping on the floor. Left with a child as young as he to nurse him. Now see, that's sad because that child didn't birth him, never knows, can't be told who his father is. To be frank, she don't know, so her guess is how good as he is. Labeled as a throwaway kid is crazy. He didn't ask to be born, but blames her troubles on the baby. He can't even pray to God, so I'ma pray for him to make it, yeah, against all odds. Every day across the world, we got children that just going unseen, just being used and abused by the people that's supposed to love them the most, and there's nobody to fight or fend for them. It's a sad situation. We gotta do something. We gotta say something. Yo, the story ain't over, man. I'm gonna check it out. Let's go and continue. Check it out. Yo. He's 3 years old, now he's growing and it's getting worse. Runny nose, dirty diaper, hair ain't combed the first. People stare cause he runs around naked. But they wrong too, cause they don't say shit. About 6 and he's bound to get in trouble. Broken glass and crack packs and torn down building rubble. Don't go to school so he can't read. He's growing up hard and not to mention with much speed. A teen turning 13 if he sees his birthday. Selling drugs is good cause he lives in the worst way. He's been grown since the day he was born and is pissing his mother off cause when she talks he doesn't listen. Why should he? She's a junkie and it shames him. In actuality, the truth is, can you blame him? And he still doesn't know God. His future is dark because he's living against all odds. And now this is where it starts to get really crazy. Because now we got these young men in our youth and we can see it all around us. How many of our young people are just going through all of the bad things? But check it out, good sweat, check it out. He's 17 and now he's just killed a man. No remorse, he didn't care, so he never ran. A big dope dealer, he was bound to be rich. Now he sells to his mother, ain't wife a bitch. What goes around always seems to come around. He lives life up, but his demise is coming down. Cause he made a lot of enemies, because he took it. The good life is what he envied. But he never took the time to think about 1 or 2 places, in the ground or in the clink. A lot more possess the same feeling. A war in the ghetto that my people are still in. Now he's looking through the hood rat menu. Release a sperm and now the cycle continues. Now I really pray to God. These young brothers coming up wrong, putting me against all odds.
Pooh, dude. Powerful. That was really good. That was really, 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 really good, Rob. Very good.
That's right there is why artists do music. That is why artists do music. Rob is a lyricist, and you know, Rob and I talked about it earlier. It might mean something different to me when I wrote it or different to Rob, but it's same thing with fine art. It's about what you feel from it. And it was, I know you say you get to see me cry, but that is the best applause you could ever give an artist.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Rob, you touched me too. So thank you very much.
I couldn't help it. I had to take my glasses off. I started crying. I'm like, oh shit. Should I turn my camera off? And then I took my glasses off so I couldn't see you, and that you were crying too.
I took my glasses off halfway through. I'm like, I can't see the screen, but I know what's going on. Hang on.
I got something in my eye.
That's fire.
Thank you all so much for the awesome words. No. As an artist, that means the most. That absolutely means the most. So thank you so much.
Man, it was wonderful.
No, thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us, man. Thank you for sharing that with us here in the Dippatoers on the Dippatoe Show and globally. Man, that's absolute fire. See, that's and I agree there that's true art, true lyrics. For me, that's real rap. Like, I really like Twista because he has skills, but he could talk. He could go through it. Love Twista as an artist. Nas, I love Nas because he'd always talk about complicated stuff and he can make it flow. You know what I mean? Like to me, that was. It's like, go ahead. If you're a real rapper, can you battle Nas? Go ahead, battle Nas. Let me see. You know, and Rob, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Just a little old DJ, you are in that room. Okay, you're there. You have it, right? And in my opinion, the rap game has been missing that for
Yes.
a very,
Amen.
very long time. Like Tupac was good at it. Biggie was good at it. Bro, you are good at it. And I'm not playing. I'm
Yes,
being real.
so
I'm speaking
good.
from the heart. That's fire. So keep doing it. You didn't have your time to shine in the early years, bro. You are
Shine
writing
now,
the
'cause we
last
need you.
chapters of your life.
I
and
will
it ain't
tell
no
you,
month, man.
I'm not
telling you.
I'm not a fan that much, to be honest with you. I don't listen to rap music. It's just never
Melissa,
been
you're
my
breaking up
thing.
there. What'd you say?
Old school rap, I like you were mentioning old school. This new stuff, I don't care for. That
Right.
I freaking loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I felt it. It was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I am just, man, I'm impressed. I'm so impressed. I wish that we could keep going because this has been a fantastic show.
We got a meeting.
Thank you guys so much for coming. There's 209 people in here that's been here for like the whole time almost. We thank you guys so much. We love you. Please go over to imutv.tv or go on your Fire Sticks or your Hulus and download their app. And check them out. It's fantastic. Go over and buy yourself a protector and be a part of this community and support them, because what they're doing is it's so important, and it gives the voice to the independent artists, and it's all love. It's all love. It's all fantastic. And so with that, next week, guys, we have a treat for you. We have Uncle Buster coming on with Optimistic Prime. Amanda Jones Archer is going to be joining us. So it's going to be a really awesome show next week as well. And then sometime in March, we got some other special guests coming up. So again, we love you all. Simon, what's your final word? Because you always say it. I love it. I'm going to put it on a T-shirt.
What? My final word for the day?
Yeah. Your final word that you always say that I'm going to put on a T-shirt now.
This okay. My final
think.
Oh,
think.
Think. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Got it. I'm like, I say so many.
Huh?
Think.
This is my favorite.
Think and grow, and keep dipping that toe.
Keep dipping that toe, baby. All right, we love you guys. We'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your day.